Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Oh, there we are. Greetings to all y'all. It's Sunday, and it's me, Kevin C, here yet again at Action Pants Gaming. On this Sunday, February the 22nd of 2026, and I've got about 3 minutes after the 10 a.m. hour, at least from where I'm sitting. But I know some of you are somehow out in the future and some are somehow in the past. But Whatever present you happen to be in while you're watching this, I do hope it's going good. Got a little late start this morning. I had some kind of cool nature drama unfold in front of my eyes while I was on the porch. So I went out on the porch and I see what I can only think was a squirrel, but it was a little too small. Book across, and the neighbors, there's a little jut out. We went up into the, behind the siding. Then I see this hawk drop down, boom, and look for him, then flew up into the tree. I was just waiting for him. And then the squirrel came out, and I thought the squirrel was going to get it. It came out from another side. So it was pretty crazy. I was then I looked at my, my phone, because that's our clock these days. It was oh, I got to get going. So I got a pretty cool nature show going on out in front of not in front of my building, because I'm kind of on the side of the building. Anyway, but off my porch. It was kind of neat to see. All right. Let's see if we got anybody in chat yet. It's Sunday. It's early. Most people, if they're smart, are probably still sleeping. Oh, but we got a Muttley with a cat raid. Oh, Katrine, thank you. We probably will do a little bit of Satisfactory, but I don't know what I want to play. I kind of sat down and I'm I didn't know what I wanted to play. And I'm man, now there's something in No Man's Sky. If I want to get all the parts for the vehicles. I still have to finish the one thing in the tree on the MAM, so we might start with that. Muttley, good morning, sir. I am on a post-food gas McChill because I made myself the most delicious fried breakfast sandwich ever. Right on. Will Badger, how you doing? And I don't know yet. And a pleasant coffee buzz. All right, I'm trying to get there myself, but I don't know. It's been a rough one. And there's Katrine. Good morning, Katrine. And we got Warfy. Good morning. Thank you all for stopping in. And anyone who may be lurking in the background, thank you so much for spending a little time here. We got Levity just showing up. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? All right, let's get off my big ugly mug. And so we could start with a little Satisfactory because we do have stuff to do. I don't know if I'd want to do that for me. And there's something I am doing in that. But I have a feeling I'm going to get a little frustrated because it's on nuclear. Nuclear. We got to deal with radiation. So then I've got all these games. I have Enshrouded, Grounded 2. I do have Marvel Rivals. I haven't played any of these in forever. I got this one because the guy I worked with was playing it, so I tried it. I'm never going to play this again. I was I know I uninstalled that. I don't know what this is. I know, Muttley. That's why I said it properly afterwards. My friend, an old friend, Kibbles, who was an amazing builder, and he does mods. He's an amazing modder. If you go to Nexus Mods, he does some really awesome. He has got a great building mod for No Man's Sky. Kibbles and Bits. It's really good. What am I doing here? So, and then I've got Arc Raiders. I've got Grounded 2, Dystopica, obviously No Man's Sky. RoboCop, I don't know. It just felt empty. I don't know. We got Rocksmith Plus, which The only electric guitar I have left is kind of garbage. It works, but oh my god. There was a Simpsons episode where Homer they were pronouncing it on The Simpsons, and Homer was talking to Lisa, I think, and he's like, "It's nuclear." I forget how but it was Homer. So, all right, let's start with some Satisfactory. At least we know we're doing something in that, and then anyone can make a suggestion, and we can jump to another game. Who's playing Enshrouded right now? Mama T, Gaming with Christy. I haven't seen her in forever. And my microphone got muted. So we'll start with a little Satisfactory. Hopefully I wasn't muted the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. When I start the game, for some reason, the mic goes mute. My browser audio, like, that I have muted on the other side, goes crazy. Yeah, I'll figure it out. There we go. Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to play today. I woke up and I'm like, and then I almost plugged in the PlayStation, and I was going to do Ghost of Yotai, but then I was like, do I really want to start a whole new game right now? Although I kind of have to, because I got to get decent at it, because my brother is going to want a multiplayer. Okie dokie. So, when last we left the factory. That's possible. But it's happened before like that when like when I start up a game and I'm already streaming, sometimes I don't know why. It's electronic. It's going to do what it does. All right, let's just do a little quick check on what's running. Then we will go and search out I know I have a mining machine on a uranium spot. I kind of know where it is. Sort of, maybe. All right, are you running anything? No. You're making diamonds, which are feeding into here, which then later are going to make dark matter crystals. Right now we're running coal, which is going to give us the diamond. And that just shoots through here and loops back around, because then that's eventually going to make those other things. And why am I doing that? You know what I should do with this? I know I should. Yeah, we don't have hardly any in there. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Okay. You're back doing what you're doing. But I don't know why I put the shorty there, but I did. You're making those. What are you not doing? Why are you not moving? Are you not making things? Oh, I'm out of. Well, now. All right. Guess what we're doing? That means I got to kick up production on other stuff. On those again. Great. Do those have a home? I'd have to start turning production on everything, quite honestly. They do have a home. We're going to take all of them. Or most of them. Perfect. But actually, that's good because that allowed the copper to build up. But I need a bunch of what these are making for the other side in order to keep our portals powered. So in order to power the portal, we need these things. And that'll be good enough for now. Okay. We are going to have to make heavy modular frames at some point and get them here because we need them. I could add another layer. All right, let's go see if we can't find where I'm mining my stuff. And I think I don't know if I have. I know I popped in briefly this morning and then I had to go and do some stuff. But yes, no. Katrine's building abilities in this game are very good. I haven't even really built anything. A couple of props. But most of it's just been, you know, lay down a platform, get the machines moving the way that they're, you know, as close as I can get them to the way they're supposed to be going. I haven't even done one complete building yet. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, I may have jumped out too early. Oh, really? Oh, I think we got one underground somewhere. Well, look over here. Is this something or nothing? Oh, hey. We're in the vicinity. Alright, it's around here somewhere. Let's look for a cave entrance of some form. That hurt. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, let's get a wire down here. Oops. Well, so I had that day of where I was just doing nothing but really searching and laying out hover wire. So I had a little practice on using the thing. But yeah, most of it I'll, once I get into an area and I'm hoping I will oh yeah, that's right, it should be somewhere around here. I won't really know where they are, I should be marking them on the map. Although, if we randomize, if it randomizes all the resources, that's a resource basically, right? Is that going to include the Summer Sloop and the Mercer Spheres and whatnot? Oh yeah. Otherwise, I would mark them all out on the map. Although now it's too late because I've already found a bunch and I don't know where some of them are anymore. You know, we were. I break it out every once in a while just to make sure. I think there's like 250 of them. I don't know how many exactly, but I did see like in the depot that 250 were available to be uploaded. End of March? All right. Shoot the moon! All right. Give me just a moment. I need to AFK for a moment or two. I'm not feeling very good today. Physically, the body is very angry at me. Oh, that's where I need to go, I think. Yeah, up that hill. That's where I was looking. But apparently, I've been missing a few things because there's a whole bunch of stuff up here that I'm pretty sure Katrine found the ones that were over here. But that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for... What the heck are you about to do? You were going to bomb it. Well, looks like we got a few. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, that's a little cave. Alright, so you are here. There you are. Oh, just a bit outside. All right. Sorry, I just saw that, and I'm like, God, I got to do that first. All right. Give me one moment. I'm just going to step away from AFK for a minute. I'm going to acronym. All right, I'll be right back. Ow. Ow. Looking for my aspirins and some pain reliever. Yeah, no, like now, is it just pain reliever? Is it like acetaminophen? What's the other one there? I think that Aleve is naproxen. All right. Ow. I mean, aspirin is. Oof. Oh, the brain is willing, but the body is sore. We're about to get hit with some more snow, too, where I live. Which means back-breaking shoveling. All right, I gotta go. I think it's this way, if I remember correctly. It's up sort of this direction, up this way. Let's see if I'm correct. All right, that's a slug. Probably should have put a marker on it, huh? All right, we'll take our chances. And at this point, I've learned I can make things look nicer later. And we can do a little bit of cleanup as we go. Yeah, see, that's a game needs more of that too. More environmental sounds, I think. Granted, I may have turned some of that down. Starting to think it's over there. All right, let's move that way. Well, never a bad thing to find one of these. Yeah, it's better. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm clearing out some forest. I should make some of that other ammunition type. All right. Actually, I have no idea where it is. I know I have one. I do. I promise. I swear I do. I remember dying in that spot. So, and I know it's around trees in a foresty environment, but I don't remember which foresty environment. Let's see it. I want to say I have no idea where the hell it is at the moment. But I guess we're going to explore and try and find it, and then we can actually mark it on the map. Maybe even put a portal there. Oh, and I'm seeing some wire over here, which means I've been here before. So I should be able to float around. It's this way. Yeah, I think it's in this foresty bit. Well, a lot of these things. Jeez. How to protect this one? Oh, shoot. And we're going to overthrow that one. Nice thing is we're making gunpowder now, so we can afford to be a little frivolous with our explosives. All right, where is our... All right, I think it's in this vicinity around here somewhere. We're going to head towards this. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I'm gonna. Darn it. I'm almost positive it's around here. All right, where is there a power draw? Right there, right there, right there, right there. Come on. What did that require? Electromagnetic control rod. I should have some of those. So what's the consensus on this latest expedition? I thought it was interesting. I'd like to see the rest of the customizable bits. Oh, Shizen, no. Get back. Thank you. It's interesting. I mean, it's nice to see a change in the exocraft, or at least one of them. Although it still, game mechanically is a little off, as we saw yesterday with the sliding vehicle and the moving vehicle when you're doing anything with the magnetic, whatever that is, your anti-grav thing. What am I doing? I have no idea. Damn it. I don't remember where I put the mine. And I know we have to have power going to it. Is it out here? No worries. Oh! Well, what do you know? And I'm willing to bet it's right by those gaseous things. Right back that way. Down. Around here somewhere. Alright. Oh! I was just about to okay, here we go. Now, if we could only find what we're looking for. I mean, I don't mind finding all these extra sloop, don't get me wrong. But it'd be a lot more helpful if we could find the mine. Kitten Swarm, good morning. Hey, I think that might actually be it. Did I actually label something? Did you survive that? Really? Really? Aha! Now what? Damn it. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to freaking check the MAM before I left. Alright, we're going to have to build a MAM temporarily. Temporary MAM. Alright, now I gotta learn how to make this. It's the last darn one. I can't let that go. Alright. Encased uranium cell. Encased uranium cell. We are gonna need that concrete. 10 uranium, 3 sulfuric acid. Oh, I don't know about all this. And how do we make sulfuric acid? Sulfur and water. Wait a minute, I'm making sulfuric acid. Aren't we? All right, well, we got to mine the uranium. The concrete. Okay. I am going to pop a tower over here. We're also going to need Sorry, this is that moment of, what am I doing now? You wouldn't be under logistics. Organization? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so now yeah, we can move around pretty decent. I'd like to get rid of this, but the minute I start mining it, I end up dying, and then it goes into my... Oh, you know what? If I die... I found 3 on this journey alone. Oh, guess I got plenty of that in there. And this is just to unlock the MAM, so we don't even need to go super crazy. I don't even need that, actually, right now. We're going to need that. And that, I think. Alright, so now we have our uranium.
This bleeding temple hums a resonance song. Play for us.
We've got water, we've got uranium. I can... Yeah. But now I am infected. Alright, no, good. Alright. All right, where is that other source coming from? Is it that? I'm going to assume yes. Oh, there it is. All right.
All right.
What are we going to do here? I don't know, because I don't want to... I got to make more of those filters, for starters. Darn it. Okay. We need to set up a little area for ourselves here. I hate destroying all this cool-looking foliage, but we kind of have no choice. We don't really, yeah. I mean, it's just like cool Asian vibe, just cool kind of like bamboo, and I don't want to destroy this stuff. I like it. It doesn't do snapping until you put one down, which is kind of odd. It's a pillar, but all right. I really don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to destroy the nice looking stuff. All right, right here. I guess we'll use this. I guess I can let that go. We don't need a big spot. We just need just enough room. do a little platform of some sort. Okay. Am I out of fuel? Apparently so. You run on coal, I forget. No. Wood. Alright. Or solid biofuel. There we go. Okay, I had that on single. Interesting. Sure, why not? All right. Now we have a little bit of room to work here. I just want to be able to put up that. Fabric. Mycelium and biomass. Let's see if we have any biomass. Leaves. Oh, I got one fabric. 4 biomass. Okay. Looks like we may need to do some stuff before we can do anything. Because we're going to need fabric. We have to make fabric. I need more biomass. All right, see where we are. The closest portal back home. That's not too far. Let's go hit that. Let's lay down a satellite portal, if I can. I might not be able to. I may not have the stuff. Oh, I do. Again, temporary, just... Yeah. Just while we're trying to figure out how to work with this stuff that wants to kill you the entire time you're trying to deal with it. So... Could have done that. Although none of that's going to curve into here, we might as well just take over this little section. All right, we need to head back to the other portal. Wait a minute, where was that? Oh. All right, that's us, the new one we just put down, right? Yes, okay. Should probably start naming these. That might help. We are looking for, where are you? That one. Okay. I would like to see a new biome. I mean, I haven't explored entirely each of these biomes, but I'm pretty close at this point. Mm-hmm. There you are. I knew it wasn't too far. All right, perfect timing, actually. My coffee is cold and gross. And my back is killing me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a little breather as soon as I build another portal, because that's what I want to do. The question is where, because it needs to, or I can reconnect one of these. Keep one open, or no, they're already, you have to link per, I think. And SAM fluctuators. I think we got those in a ton. Hmm. All right, so it's not the proximity of that. Am I going to have to move the MAM? I think I'm going to have to move the MAM. I don't want to, though. All right, how do we do this? We need another one. Of course, we're going to be an odd number. And that would have to come out here. Ah, done it. Helps if it's facing the right way. And this is just ideas for later. So I could make a, you know, some form of room with these, kind of doing that curved bit, you know, with the lighting coming around, with the recess. Something, you know. It's all just figuring stuff out at this point. Can I put another one here? I can. Well, this might be odd. Okay. We have linked our portal. It is time for a break. I've been sitting here for an hour and a half and I need to stand up. Need to warm up my coffee, which is now at that nasty room temperature. And then we'll go back and we're going to try and mess with some uranium. I don't know if this is a bright idea, but we're going to do it. If I get overly frustrated, we'll do something else. Maybe jump into some No Man's Sky. But you know what? After finding out some of the stuff I found out about building techniques being nerfed, I'm a little bummed out about that. But, all right, we're going to take a break. For those of you who got to get going, thank you so much for stopping in and keeping us company. Don't forget to do all the YouTube jive on the way out. Ring that bell, hit the subscribe, you know, the like button, those sort of things. And for those of you sticking around, you know what I'm going to say. Get up, stretch out, peel the peepers away from the screen for a minute or two. Get your bio break in, get a beverage, get a munchie, wash your hands in there somewhere. And we'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go warm up my coffee and take a bio break. We'll be back.
All right.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip, haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip, haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right.
All right. Let's get back into whatever it is we're doing. So good, so good. I need caffeine or I'm real mean. I want my coffee. I need my coffee. All right, we needed something. What did we need? Something. We needed something. Well, let's find out what we need. Whoop. Bam. Ooh. We are immediately met by hostility. I don't like that. We weren't being met by hostility before when we were here. What's going on with that? Huh? Oh, I remember. Fabric. We need mycelium. There you are. No. No. Yes. Get rid of. Here's another one. We need fabric. We gotta make fabric. Damn it. I don't even want to deal with it. I know. I don't care. Oop. We gotta make more of those filters, though, or we're not gonna make it. Alright, we need mycelium. Which, oddly enough, I just don't want to destroy the entirety of the landscape, but it seems like we don't have much choice. And I doubt these are going to grow back, unfortunately. They're so pretty. I like them. I like that there's where is it? All right, we need gas filters first. which is fabric. So we need fabric. We need... Oh... Why do you make me do these things? Oops. All right. Unfortunately, we're going to need to take a drive. And I know we have a bunch of stuff left over there, but now we have that portal, so we can go back and grab it at any point. But now we got to go back, and we've got a thing that's making biomass, so we got to go and grab whatever we can and make whatever we can. While that's being made, we can gather up a few bits of material. I haven't really built. I got to build in this game. I haven't. I mean, I'm just trying to finish it first, but... I've been messing about, trying stuff, and, I got to making a wall blueprint and things like that. But this whole playthrough has been an experiment. It's my first run through with the game, so I'm, trying to learn how this game works. All right, we've got nothing there. We need mycelium for... So what we're going to do is... We will do that. We will do that. We'll do that. And then we will... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I don't have any, do I? I do not. Son of a biscuit. All right. Damn it. Of course not. What up, doggo? What are you doing over here? Are you one of our friendly ones, or are you... You're one of them wacky ones. All right, hold on. Yeah, you're going to run away. Bye, doggo. I haven't seen any of the ones that we adopted. Katrina adopted like 3 of them, I think. All right, so then we got to go from that. I'm going to split the stack. No, I need it. Damn it. And then that'll go to that. And I need mycelium stuff to make biofuel with. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. And that's all I'm going to get out of that. Oh, man. But if we take out an area, and we'll do that. Excitement, she wrote. Lawnmower Simulator. Yes. I wholeheartedly agree. I like the fact that they have the auto pickup, though. That's nice. I mean, as much as I don't want to cut down the trees necessarily, sometimes, I mean, if they could make it where things regrow unless there's a base part on top of it, that would be great. If they could keep the critters off your base, that'd be even better. Get out of my road. Probably get those floating plants, huh? We're going to be working around this stuff. We better be prepared, or it's not going to be fun. It's going to be crankiness and multiple multiple times perishing within the world of Satisfactory. Just checking. Oh, I'm almost out. All right, we're gonna have to go make stuff. All right, let's grab up some more leafage. All right, that's the last of that. We'll head back towards the thing making all this stuff. Oh, hold on a second, folks. All right, I can get that later. Yeah, the back's killing me today, so a little on the uncomfortable side of things. Can't see. All right, now we might get somewhere. We'll let that run for a minute. This is tough. And we're going to make gas masks. Well, let's crank this up, shall we? Cranking. Yeah, I know. Not the most exciting thing in the universe. But we need it. It's one thing about these factory games. Sometimes you're in desperate need of this item, so you have to sit and deal when you're not smart. And you're like, damn it, I probably should have remembered to done whatever. Yeah, but it doesn't line up with the floor, though. We have that. That's too bad. But then we run into other issues. Why are you being weird? Thank you. And that is the issue. So, the corner we could actually do different. Or, I gotta rethink that. Okay. Are you done yet? Almost, at least. Alright, we're gonna take all that. Waiting for most of that. Fabric. Nice. Let's make a bunch. Yeah. We need it. We need it bad. So, light no fire. What's going on? You hear nothing. Years go by now. Still not a thing. Not a whisper. All right. We're out of biomass. Correct? Correct. We've got some fabric. Pardon me. While we're waiting for that, we will take all of that, put that into here. And do that. I know. We need it. It's got to be done. Just has to be done. No two ways around it. We're still going to need biomass, I think, for something else, if I remember correctly, but I could be wrong. All right, so we got to start with these. Quick wire, okay. We got tons of quick wire. Whether or not we have it in the in the depot is beyond me, but oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And those we should have as well. I need to put another portal in to get me over here quicker. I'm pretty sure if I don't, which I might not actually on this one, damn it. The aluminum casing. We could maybe make some. Yep, shoot. Shoot. I mean, I can go and get some too, but honestly, it's going to take about the same amount of time. So, might as well. And I know I've got Katrine yelling at me right now. Should have put the depot on top of those. But they were temporary. So I don't know if I'm going to do... So when 1.2 hits, Katrine and I think are going to try to do a new playthrough on a server where we can, go and do stuff. And then take the knowledge we acquired from this and hopefully make it, into something better later. All right. Good enough. And then back to here. Ooh, excuse me. Blah, blah. My apologies. The only way we're going to survive is by making these things. All right, that's enough. Damn. All right, that way I don't have to do all of it, right? I can just do the amount that I want. And if I don't want to bring some down or whatever, I can either manually do it or put a little lift in there. But we also need this for fuel. As well as and we'll let that go for a minute. Well, I guess we played Satisfactory today. I might jump into NMS for half a second, but thing is or now wait a minute, after you finish the expedition, only that save you can get all the stuff on without so the or does that open it up and you just have a jump start on that save with the... So a regular save, like if I go into a save I've had, you know, my legacy save or my second legacy save. Oh, and I gotta make sure that I get to the supermarket before the weather gets all crazy today. Supposed to get all snowy and blizzardy coming up. Or it could just be, you know, 8 inches to a foot. Or it could be more. I love the weather. And at the same time, you know, what do they say? It's the only job you can have and get it wrong most of the time and never get fired. Something along those lines. All right, how did I get here? We drove here. All right, we now have more filters. We've got stuff making fuel and fabric. The reason I haven't put one of these on here is because this changes. So, you know, sometimes it's biofuel, sometimes it's solid biofuel, sometimes it's biomass, rather, excuse me, and sometimes it's biofuel. All right, that should be enough for whatever vehicle we need for now. Oh, yeah. And the other nice thing about kind of doing this as an experimental run, I mean, my first run of the game, you know, is if I wanted to repeat any of this. But if we go in and Katrine, you know, we do a shuffle of the resources, then, you know, none of this will apply. I'll have to rethink it entirely again. What are we out of now? Iron plates? No. Iron plate can't get... Oh, is it crystal? Am I a dark matter crystal? Uh-oh. Here we go. But we've been making diamonds, which we don't have enough of yet. We can steal some from here. Oh, yeah, we can. And that'll keep this busy enough. Because we need these, otherwise the portals don't work. So this is a forever run. And honestly, I should set it up so that I'm making these crystals and having them belt right over here directly. Well, no, I'm making diamonds right now. I've got a line of coal here. Although the petroleum coke wouldn't be bad. Okay, we've got more protection. At least this is moving a little bit now. We got to keep an eye on this. Because... these... Well, yeah, and I've got... Look at this crazy mess. I need to redo the road. I don't like my roads anyway. I'm going to redo those. Friggin' rocket fuel. It's insane. Or what am I, full? I'm full. So I had to prime it. It kind of feeds, but I could get this from where these are coming from if I wanted to. But we had the fuel over here, so it just, I don't know. And I could multiply it if I wanted to. I just disconnect this and then start from the outside, come around, and then, you know, connect to a bunch of these. If I wanted to go that route. But at least we got one going to see, you know, sort of what needed to happen. It's the metal plates. Like, I could feed the metal plates in from, you know, right next door here. Hold on one moment. The music seems to have stopped. It doesn't seem to chew too fast on those, which is nice. It takes excuse me. One iron plate in 25 a minute, so it's not too horrible. But I could have that come in from over here, follow this in, you know, do an elevator or lift setup. But depending on how your, you know, where your resources are and how they're coming in, and it's kind of depicted on how it's built, I guess. I mean, you could set up a blueprint of this and, you know, do it that way too. I just like that this is continuously feeding back into here. And this doesn't, you know, it'll probably be faster than it should be. You know what I mean? We'll run out of resources. We can't fill it as fast as it uses it. But now we've got some bottled rocket fuel. I don't know what we're going to do with that. And we'll take a swim. We needed a bath anyway. And then once these diamonds are done, then we will switch over. I could set it up so it just, you know, feeds down the line and does what it's supposed to do, but I don't mind doing this. Keeps me, you know, thinking about how it works and, you know, maybe, you know, at some point doing another build and having everything sort of automate the way I think. You know, things have to loop back into themselves sometimes and come around or go into another machine. And I'm just wondering now if I should put another one of these on the other side. So as that makes, you know, this, I mean, I can make diamonds on the other side, feeding that one to make the other thing, and also, you know, storing the diamonds along the way, you know, having a backup of it. But it's kind of neat how these are, you know, although something doesn't seem like it's getting something. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is an interesting game. I did not think it would be as fun and interesting. Honestly, I really thought I was going to play it and, you know, be like, all right. But there's an aesthetic portion to the building plus a, you know, a factorial aspect to the build. So it makes it, you know, quite interesting. Because all these belts and machines and everything need to fit within, you know, something. So, and depending, you know, on where you're building, you know, are you making blueprints ahead of time and then using parts of that for where, you know, do I build organically like we did as it goes? Or once you get to a certain point, then, you know, it's a question of just rebuilding. That's a good question. But there's definitely going to be some rebuilding. What I would like to have done with this is this would be more in the middle. And then these things would repeat on either side. Although then this might be interesting. No, that would work. Or would it? So what I probably should do is make a blueprint of some of this. But as we noticed, when I put the blueprint together with a normal set piece, they didn't quite line up. There was a little weird seam issue. Okay. All right, we're making diamonds. We grab some of that. We're going to make that later. These are still producing. Oh. All right, nice. Now these are just going in. The concrete actually caught up? Kind of. I mean, it'd be nice if it were completely, but... And then these need to be made into heavy frames, which then need to go into here. So... That's not it then. Packet fed. That's for that. Okay, yep. All right. So instead, that could come in. All right, that's the copper. For that other bit. And that could actually just come in through here like it's been doing, because that's going to be those. That comes in from upstairs. So we would need to drag that. Or run a splitter off of that, which I don't want to do because it would make it look non-symmetrical. But let's throw one down anyway. But no, because those need to be made into... Shoot. They need to be made to the heavy modular frame, which is made in what? Who makes the heavy... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. That's made by who? You? Are you the heavy modular frame maker? Modular frame. It's not the blender. Oh, it's the assembler. It's the assembler. I mean, the manufacturer, rather, excuse me. Do I even have one of those over here? Do I have a manufacturer up here? Yeah, all of you. Alright, so then that would need to come up. And then go back. Alright, so heavy modular. What are you? We don't need you at the moment. We need you. Screws. Damn it. Alright. Enough of that. We have the filters. We do. Let's forget about this for now. That's being produced. That's all I care about so that we can use our portals. We'll let that run for a little bit like what we were doing before. This one right here. I'm not rushing it. They're being made as they made. This will fill up eventually. Once that's filled up, we'll transfer them to downstairs. And then we'll worry about the next bit. Or no, wait a minute. Once we run out of those, rather, excuse me. Alright, let's go get zapped. Maybe clean up the area a little bit. We need to start mining this, but then what do I put it into? You know what I mean? Because we need the concrete to go into the next thing. So it goes from this and then concrete, and it needs to go into a blender. Do we have water? We do. All right. As much as I'm going to really not want to do this, I'm gonna. Now, I don't know if I don't know if this will be deep enough water. Let's check. Wait a minute, what is it under? Not logistics? Power. No. Production. There you are. Not deep enough. Okay. Did I see blue there for a second? All right, I gotta find out where some of that rad's coming from. Oh, look at that right there, huh? So we can actually... All right, looks like right there. Where is it? Okay, that goes directly across to there. Got it. All right, so this would be its own. I mean, if we're going to be mining it, you know what I mean? All right, let's get more serious here. All right, we got a water source. Well, let's see where this one's coming from. We could do it from... Or, I guess not. Alright, I guess that's not going to work, so... Let's get this. Is there going to be enough water, though? That's a I don't know. Okay, now I'm like, we're going to have to use a pump. Alright, this is where it all becomes tricky. Depending on what you're trying to achieve, right? We have to come up here. Actually, what do we have to do? Come around this corner. Or... And that'll be nice too when the see what they do with the fluids. There we go. That's better. So now, I don't want to do this, but we're probably going to have to. Going to come up here, through here, down here. Oh, you got to keep a check on your Geiger counter there. And look, we got a nice, annoying new type of critter. Actually looks really cool, though. Got the flower mouth. All right, so let's run this scenario again. Oops. Kind of have to. That's all right. We kept that one. That's the one I wanted to keep anyway. And that. We should be fine there. So, I'm going to bring it up here. Actually, no. I want to do something not that. Doesn't really face that way, does it? Kinda. Well, it's either gonna work or it's not. Okay, we'll throw a pump on that. Still not sure I like this, but we can get it to about there, and then we got to figure out how we're going to do this part. Because we still need to get the sulfur, we need concrete. I mean, this is sort of temporary. I could basically... I could take... You know, because we need this portion. You know, the uranium. So... The rest of it I could belt, you know, put storage units on and just do what we need to do to unlock the rest of the MAM. Like we've been doing. So... If I grab a... No, first let's put down a foundation. Barely going to be big enough for what we need to do, but... Alright, let's do it like this. All right, so this. Or am I going to have to send this into something else? Oh, no, it's in the blender, damn it. Yeah, we need the blender. Blender, blender, there you are. Okay, so that would be... This is where we come into a problem, the nitric acid. Oh, not, the other thing. Okay, so... Oh! We just need concrete in this. Oh! Okay. No. Oh, even better. Huh. I thought we needed water. We don't need water. Oh, yeah, so this is... And then that would go to what? Hold on, let me think. Oh, hey. So we need to... There's a sulfur around here, we'd be in business. We'll look into that. Okay, so you... You know, it'd be nice if you would get out of the way there, buddy. I'd appreciate it. All right, I hate to do this, but you're truly beginning to annoy. If I can at least scare you off. No. Yes. That's more fun. And then, do we have sulfur or limestone around here? Quite a bit of ways. I think right here. So for what we're doing, we're going to just truck it in, basically. Because that should give us exactly what we need, right? Excuse me. That's what I need, right? In case uranium sells. We're going to need to get concrete in there full time now, I think. Oh, I do need sulfuric acid. Okay. I thought it was a byproduct. But we need some to start it. All right, we need sulfur. We do need water then, because we're going to have to make sulfuric acid, which I have a feeling we're going to have to do over here. All right. Yeah. I thought we didn't. Can I understand that at the same time like I thought we did, so. All right, there's the concrete. We should probably just make... This doesn't put out enough to feed back in. So we would have to make that. So I need to find a sulfur mine around here along with... Yeah, a sulfur mine. Or I'm going to have to make it somewhere else where I already have it existing and then pipe it into here, which that's not going to be fun in itself. All right, looks like we got a new project. How to make this stuff so that we can finally close off the MAM. All right, y'all. I can't sit here any longer. My back is killing me, and I'm starving. So I need to get something to eat. Tomorrow is going to be the same sort of thing. I think actually, wait. Oh yeah, tomorrow is going to be crazy weather, and I got to worry about power outages and things like that. But I will try and get my stream normal time, 10 a.m. like today. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of, for the next few days until I can kind of figure out what I'm doing with everything, because I'm so in the middle of almost all of it. I do want to get back into No Man's Sky and see exactly what is no longer working and what is. I'd like to finish this up. And actually, I'm going to move that. I don't even need to keep it like that. I forgot. And, I would like to get started on a new game at some point soon. I'm getting a little bit, I need something a little different, I got the building and these, collecting all sorts of stuff, things, to make other stuff. I would like to do something a little bit, not like that. Not factory, not, I don't mind building, obviously I want to build in something, but, that doesn't have to be part of it. We just need a little departure from these, because eventually that's what we're going to be doing with Light No Fire, is running around collecting a bunch of stuff, and building our, the start of our homes there. So, in the meantime, as much as I am enjoying this, I do want to get back into No Man's Sky. I want to finish this up. But I would like to have something in between this and something different from the style of game to have fun with. And with that said, thank you all for being here. This has been me, Kevin C, here at Action Pants Gaming. Saying don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell, and all that jive on the way out. Yeah, I do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Until next time, this has been me, Kevin C, here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the factory world a little bit of love, peace, and machine grease. Get your action pants on, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff, and we will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's hearts together, crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.